Okay, it's good to see you again. Welcome to Life, Mood, and Reality, LMR. And in this podcast, I want to say something I'm not really happy about. And trust me, it's just me, right? But has anyone noticed how the females are crushing the male right now in academics? How the girls are leading the boys in academics? Has everyone noticed? It's all across the world right now. You look at Learner's Award in IGCSE, and for every maybe 65 girls, there's a boy, and I'm not happy about it. Okay, don't bother me, right? Of course, I'm a guy. I will support my gender, right? So, but the achievement gap is wild and won't get any smaller until we find a way to get the boys' attention. And my priority is really shifting, right? And to the boys right now, because it is all over. The girls are leading in every corner. Okay, take for instance where I'm working as a Cambridge teacher. I think in every class, the number one is a girl. In every class, the number one is a girl. I mean, this is from Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4, Key Stage 5. And is alarming. It's alarming. When it comes to girls and boys, there's some marked differences, and I want to talk about it. I want to share my opinion between these two genders. Studies have shown that girls develop the right brain at a faster pace, and they'll excel so much in communication, vocabulary, pronunciation, reading, and memory retention. We, the boys, develop the left brain quicker. I want to develop both. I want to develop both. Okay. All right. Okay. The left brain quicker, and they tend to lean on logic, reasoning, mathematics, problem solving, and building. To that point, an alarming trend that educators have been noticing across the world, that girls seems to be excelling in the academic arena, while boys are falling behind or getting by with bare minimum grade. And we need to look into this. We also had somebody who also brought this up in TikTok, and I saw what it said, and it's important. Okay, it's interesting enough that young women vastly are outnumbering. Outnumbering and almost be as I say it. Okay. It's interesting enough that young women are vastly outnumbering. Right? So right? Young men in study council engagement, right? But the teachers also notice that girls, they write better, they maintain higher grades, and are much more adept in aspect of schooling. So it's important. And this was an experience of a teacher. Okay? So this was the experience of a teacher. She said that the school administrator announced student of the month. Okay? Student of the month. And there were two people for that category. Okay? So they announced the young ladies nomination. There were a list of notable accomplishment that followed. So the boy, on the other hand, was praised for showing up to school on time. That was his accomplishment. And this is literally something every student should be doing anyway. You have to come to school early. So it's really not an accomplishment, right? So so she said that the school eventually had to change the GPA requirement so boys would qualify for student of the month. They dropped the minimum grade point, average from 3.5 to 3.2 to increase male student participation. But it was a stark contrast between the boys and how they were commended. That was just hearing. Okay, the female nominees were touted for things like pre-acceptance to prestigious colleges, leadership roles in different clubs, and academic accolades, while the male introduction was much less impressive. It's it's choking me right now saying this. Okay, so we see the increased proportion of females going to colleges, becoming doctors and lawyers, and getting those kinds of degrees, and we see the male we see the male just trying to let's go. Okay, but neither of those facts offers a good explanation as to why boys tend to underperform compared to girls academically. Okay. Yes, we do have larger brains than girls, but it takes longer to grow. The difference in gender starts small, but over time the gap widens due to social norms. Okay. Environmental influence plays a major role in what sets these particular genders apart. There's a vast difference between young women and young men when it comes to taking risk, practicing self-control, being competitive, and showing empathy and assertiveness. Parenting also becomes a contributing factor. As parent, you really have to pay attention to the male. This is not the time to say, you're a man, you have to groom them to be men. Don't just leave them to be man, because most of them don't even know what being a man is all about. In our days, we're left to be the man. But now, they don't even know what... Most of them even feel that they are women. So we have to teach them what being a man is all about. We have to groom them. Okay, so this is very important. So girls are taught likely as a safety measure, because when I look at the work the mothers are putting for the ladies, I mean the work, the amount of effort they put in for the ladies, how to be a woman, how to be in charge of the house, how to be in charge of the office, how to be an employer, how to be a CEO. And I'm like, if women are going to be employers, if women are going to be CEOs, if women are going to be in charge, if women are going to be this, what would the man be doing? I'm not saying anything. And I hope we don't come to a point where we start seeing women as presidents all over the country. Please don't hate me. Please. You know, I'm trying to, be neutral here. It's not really easy. Okay, so, right. So, and girls are taught likely as safety measures to focus on stability, security in life decisions. So women are not the one making decisions. And and you know, and whereas boys are encouraged to take more risk, make more mistakes, even academically. So there should be a balance. That's what I'm saying. As parents, there should be a balance. The same way you put effort in the girls, still also put effort in the boys. I mean, the fathers should do the same. I know fathers are working. We have to work, we have to fend for the family, but we need to take out time to groom our boys academically, taking charge, being in control, lead, being at the top. So when you look at, so as a student, when you go to every class in the coming days, in the coming time, you see boys number one. Okay, some people are saying, say, Jero. Okay, I'm sorry, right? Okay, so, and even a psychologist, a professor, also find out from a very prestigious university, also find out that girls perform better than boys in every subject. But it's not necessarily across board, okay? But we find that girls do better in reading, but worse than boys in math tests. Okay, so boys, they still do well in math tests, but the underlying cause of girls are performing their male counterparts seems to be based on behavioral engagement and participation in the work and social aspect of school. So we should also involve the boys, okay, to take leads as much as possible and not just leave it to chance for, because obviously the girls are going to dominate everything. It's, when Beyonce said who wants the word, girls, I thought she was joking. Literally, I thought she was joking. I'm seeing this with my eyes and it's scary. Generally, they are considered makers of good performance by educators. You want something done, give it to the girls. Behavioral engagement activities include raising your hand, studying your work in time, understanding and respecting personal boundaries, and responding in an appropriate way when facing negativity. Okay? But research is divided on the reason why girls are more engaged. So it is totally possible that they exhibit more behavior that educators acknowledge and appreciate due to general socialization. So differences and societal expectations. Factors in teachers also might be biased due to the genders and class of the student, and the answer is semi unclear. So why this is an ongoing debate between the female counterpart doing better than the male, we as male teachers, we should also focus our energy in ensuring that our boys becomes the leaders that they are meant to be. Okay, I'm not picking sides. Like I said, I'm not picking sides to say, okay, I want the boys to do better than the girls by all means. No, but I'm just saying that I'm showing concern towards my fellow gender, to ensuring that when it comes to equality, when it comes to performances, when we look at the top two in a class, if a girl is there, a boy is there. It's not a crime if both people are number one. That is what I want. Equality in grades. Okay. Okay. Equality in grades. But one thing is certain. Until the school find a way to inspire boys, the academic gap would continue to grow. It would continue to grow. So schools have to find a way to ensure that the boys are in charge in everything, right? In charge, taking leads, ensuring that their grades are up as much as possible. Okay, so hope that has been my share, because I know it's been an ongoing debate, and obviously in due course I would also put more on this. Thank you.